Auntie Faye breaks the huddle. Auntie Faye breaks the huddle.
Hey nieces and nephews, welcome to Auntie Faye Breaks the Huddle. All right, y'all, we're getting right to this video. Now, this isn't going to be a long video. I was just like up late last night and I was having a conversation with my nephews, of course. And I was thinking to myself, damn, this is going to be a tough, decision to make, right? And I also think that Todd Monken came into this not really realizing it was going to be a tough thing to make. I honestly feel like maybe he came into this thinking, I'm not saying he listens to the media. I don't know. Maybe he thought that Shedeur might needed more time, or he, he already knew Shedeur was good, but maybe he didn't think Shedeur would develop so quickly, right? So we're gonna get right to this video. In the meantime, niece and nephew, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification so you never miss an upload from Auntie. Make sure you like the video, then hype the video. Like it first, then hype it. You get 3 hypes a week. Make sure you use them on me. Okay, so I just feel like he came into this maybe thinking that Deshaun might outplay Shedeur, but maybe this is gonna be his hardest decision. Maybe this is going to be his hardest decision. I'm hoping that after the 6 weeks, Shedeur we already know what Shedeur is going to do, baby. We already know. We already know Shedeur going to be at his dad's house or wherever he's at training, hands down, right? Shouts out to the Detroit Gemini. She be in them comments cussing my ass out, but I love it though. Shouts out to her. But she said that Deshaun got, right after the camp was over, Deshaun got on a jet with his wife to go to Italy. So Deshaun isn't worried about working out unless he gonna work out over there, right? But we already know what our nephew is gonna do. Our nephew's gonna be focused, you know what I mean? And don't be shocked after them 6 weeks, Shedeur come out looking extra jacked because he's already lost all this weight, right? So now all he got to do is build a little bit of muscle, you know what I mean? So do not be shocked that after these 6 weeks, Shedeur come out looking insane, okay? So we're gonna get to this one clip I just saw.
Clearly, it's a very tight call right now, as Todd Monken has said. And given my overarching point, which again, this is my opinion, that if I'm trying to pick between the two, even when the regular season gets here, I would rather see Shedeur, because I think there's something to learn there with Shedeur over Deshaun Watson, who I just think, we know what he is at this point in his career, especially, like you said, another nearly 700-day layoff between making starts in the NFL. I would go with Shedeur as well. That's where my opinion is on it. That's how I feel about it. But what I will say this, Earl, to kind of go devil's advocate on this, I think what I'm fascinated to see play out and what I'm fascinated to see happens is I kind of wonder, the one thing we don't see is behind the scenes in the film room, these guys and what they see and what, and by all accounts, Deshaun has always been, they call it gym rats. He's been like a film rat.
Always.
That guy knows what he's seen. He knows how to diagnose stuff. He was helping the young guys with that even.
That's why I feel like, let's say Shedeur is better on the field than he is in film. Which I don't believe. I felt like Shedeur played as great as he did in college because he watched so much film, right? But let's say Deshaun can see different things that Shedeur might not see. I say put Shedeur in, let him play, and let Deshaun sit back with a clipboard and a mic. You feel me? And let him help out. You know what I'm saying? Or let him point out things. The same things he kind of did last year. Let him see things and point out things for Shedeur. Yo, did you see that right there? Did you see that play? Did you see that move? Da da da. Let him do that. Okay. I'm just saying, baby. I think Shedeur doesn't need to be QB1, baby. Okay, because at this point, Todd Monken is oh my god. Cause see, Todd Monken knows no matter what decision he makes, the meat is gonna go insane. He already knows that, okay? But I also feel like Todd Monken is just ready for it. I just think just making that decision, that's why Todd said they haven't, Shedeur hasn't outplayed Deshaun so much where I can say Shedeur and Deshaun hasn't outplayed. But I honestly feel like he just knows that, wow, like both players are good, but reality is you have to make Shedeur QB1. You have to. It looks better. He has the locker room. And I'm not saying Deshaun doesn't have the locker room. I'm just saying that it's a young crew out there. It's a young team. Put that young bull out there with them. You know what I mean? And plus week 1 is the Jaguars. Okay, your best chance of beating the Jags is putting Shedeur out there, because Shedeur knows exactly what Travis Hunter is capable of doing. Shedeur knows how Travis moves. Shedeur knows when to throw the ball and be on the lookout for Travis. Deshaun doesn't know that, baby. Okay.
When he wasn't playing. And so much so that, like, you had coaches saying this week, Deshaun showed up and was like, yeah, this one concept you guys did in Baltimore with Lamar, I want to do that. Like, he was walking through stuff that he had seen them do in Baltimore and saying, I think this can work for me. I think between that stuff, like, his football IQ is at a high level, and that shows up in the film room. That stuff also equates, like, that stuff matters too when they're trying to decide between the two. And that's not to say that Shedeur doesn't know.
But you're absolutely right.
But Deshaun's just more advanced.
He's more advanced. He's a veteran quarterback, and let's be all the way real. When all things is equal, at his peak, he was considered a top 3 or 4 quarterback in the NFL. Nobody ever questioned his football IQ. Nobody at that time ever questioned his athleticism or his arm talent. And I think right now, you're seeing better arm talent than what we saw in 2024, but you're still seeing the inaccuracy. You're still seeing the inconsistencies, and you're still seeing signs that the speed of the game might be, and I'm not saying that it is, but it might be past him. And that's one thing that, of all things, I'm not sure that the Cleveland Browns, or Deshaun Watson rather, can come back from.
I think if Earl is right, okay? I feel like if you want to win, which I feel like Todd Monken wants to win, right? Todd Monken wants to win now. And when I mean winning, I'm not talking about a Super Bowl, because that's going to be for the Ravens. I mean, like, winning for the Browns looks like 10 games. That's winning. To be real with y'all, that is winning for the Browns. Okay, for now, for the first year of Todd Monken, winning for the Browns was like 10 games. Okay? If Todd Monken and them coaching staff, their plan is to win now and to show and to see what they have, you got to put Shedeur in. You got to make Shedeur QB1. You just got to. Baby, I was late when my nephews having this conversation. Baby, they was breaking shit down to me. I'm breaking shit down to them. We just, we were, you know what I'm saying? We just having this conversation. I'm just like, you got to see what it is. Because if you put him behind Deshaun, you know what I mean? Put that young bull in and see what you got. I think Todd Monken has a very difficult decision to make. I pray he makes the right one, which is putting Shedeur in. And I pray that decision is just his decision. You know what I mean? It's not Jimmy. It's not anyone else influence. I don't care what promises Jimmy made to Deshaun. I still think about that damn smirk and the way he said the internal whatever. I still think about that shit. I don't care about that. Jimmy, you gonna have to, baby, I don't think, listen, Jimmy just in it for the money. You hear me? Jimmy trying to be the next Jerry Jones. Do y'all hear me? If you want to win, Jimmy, if you want to win, Todd, at least 10 games I'm giving y'all. Okay? Shedeur might surpass that. Who knows? But 10 games would be a winning season, especially outscoring. You got to put in Shedeur. You just got to. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Do y'all feel like it is going to be Todd Monken's choice no matter what? Do y'all feel like Jimmy is going to have a say or try? Do y'all feel like Jimmy is going to have a say or try to have a say in this? Or, do y'all feel like Todd Monken is going to be stern on how he feels? I feel like Todd Monken is so honest. He's so brutally honest that I'm hoping that honest, like, shakes up the room. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, owner, GM, I'm picking Shedeur because he gives me the best chance to win. That's who I'm picking, okay? Let me know how I feel about this. I was just up late thinking. I figured I'd come out here and share with y'all. But Earl is absolutely right, okay? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hit that post notification button so you don't miss an upload from Auntie. I love you guys. Don't forget, niece and nephews, don't talk nice to me. Talk
Auntie
sports with me.
Faye
Ciao.
breaks the huddle.